Hey guys, 2020 Eagle Man here today, back with another top 25 video. Today I'm going to be going through my top 25 baseball cards from the 1970s. So in the last video I went through my top 25 cards from 1940 through 1969. Now we're just going to focus on one decade, just the 1970s. So I got some pretty great cards to show you. So let's go ahead and kick it off with card number 25, Pete Rose, card number 650. PSA 10 goes for about $5,000. It's a really nice looking card in my collection. At spot number 24 is a 1971 Topps Juan Marichal. PSA 10 also goes for about $5,000. And just as a disclaimer, a lot of these cards in my collection from the 70s especially are in really rough shape, especially the 71 Topps, as you can see with the Juan Marichal here. The black borders definitely are pretty tough to maintain in good condition. So I didn't place condition as a factor in terms of placing value on any of these cards. I usually just focused on the PSA listings, the Beckett Price Guide, eBay listings, and my own personal opinion to try and put these cards in order. So let's go on the next card here, card 23, another 71 Topps, Ted Simmons, new Hall of Famer. It's his rookie card. So PSA 9 had previously sold for about $2,000. This card's in a little bit better shape than the Juan Marichal card. So if you guys disagree with any of my points from the list, I would love to hear your opinions in the comment section to see if I had any cards that were better or worse than I had listed in here. But we'll move on to the next card, number 22, 78 Topps, Pete Rose. This was actually one of the first few cards in my collection, passed on from my mom. She somehow had this card. But it's got a big crease at the bottom there, and obviously pretty bad surface damage up top there. But it is a nice 78 Pete Rose. And coming in at spot number 21, I had to throw this card in because I really like it. I actually have two copies of this. A nice 1975 Topps Mike Schmidt. So both these cards are in varying conditions. A lot of surface issues with this, a lot of edge issues with this one. But it's still really cool. 75 Topps is definitely one of my more favorite sets from the 70s. And then coming in at spot number 20 is the earliest card in this list, the 1970 Topps Steve Carlton. So another Hall of Famer making the list, which is always great. Nice early 70s card as well. Now spot 19, another 75 Topps card. This time it's the Nolan Ryan 74 highlights card. This one's in a little bit better condition than the other ones. Looks really good. Nolan Ryan can't be beat. At spot number 18, I kind of had some trouble placing this card in the list. I didn't really know where to throw it in, but I thought it definitely had to come in this list. 1976 Topps Reggie Jackson. So PSA 10 sold for about $5,000. And this one has a pretty rough crease in the top left corner. But I thought this card was really cool, and I like Reggie Jackson quite a bit. I think this was the last year he was on the A's in his original stint with the A's. Of course, he came back to Oakland later on in his career. But this was the last card made of his time in Oakland for that period. And it is a pretty cool card. At spot number 17 now, 1979 Topps Nolan Ryan base card. So that one's pretty cool. We'll see Nolan Ryan quite a bit throughout this, as well as a couple other names that will be repeated throughout this video. But Nolan Ryan, 1979 Topps. Coming in at spot number 16, once again, a 75 Topps card, Carl Yastrzemski. Again, one of my favorite sets from the 70s. I just love this design. It's such a stereotypical 70s set, in my opinion. This one has some very obvious wear to it. Coming in at spot number 15 is a 1972 Topps Brooks Robinson. So the 72 design is pretty popular with a lot of people. It's one of the more desirable sets from the 70s. So unfortunately, I don't have too many 72 Topps in my collection, but Brooks Robinson happens to be one of the cards I do have, and it's in alright condition. Corners are pretty rough, but nice Brooks Robinson card there. And now spot number 14 is a card of the player that is not in the Hall of Fame, the only card in this video where the player is not in the Hall of Fame, Dave Concepcion rookie card from 1971 Topps. So this one was another one I had trouble with fitting in the list. I had trouble placing this card over the Ted Simmons rookie card, who was also in the 71 Topps set. But Dave Concepcion is a pretty collectible player with a lot of Reds fans. He's in the Reds Hall of Fame. Great player, obviously. Unfortunately, not in the Hall of Fame. I think he should be. But a nice 71 Topps Concepcion rookie. Now switching back to 1970 Topps for spot number 13 is a Nolan Ryan. Not the Nolan Ryan base card. It's just the NL Playoff Game 3 Ryan Saves the Day card. It's when he was on the Mets. So, again, not his base card, but it is still a nice photograph of Nolan Ryan from the 1970 Topps set. A PSA 10 of this card sold for almost $3,000. Old school Nolan Ryan. Love to have a card of him in the New York Mets, so figured this one would take spot 13 pretty easily. Coming at spot 12, what do you know? Another 75 Topps card. This one is of Pete Rose, the NL All-Star card. This one is great. The color scheme on it fits like really, really well with Pete Rose. And this card looks amazing as well. It's one of the better conditioned cards in this lot. So really cool Pete Rose card for the collection. And coming in at spot number 11, once again, Pete Rose, this time in the 1974 Topps, so the year prior. This is the only 74 Topps in the video. I don't have too many 74 Topps cards. And this one, this copy is very off-centered, but corners and edges look great. So other than it being off-centered, it's a great looking card. Nice 74 Rose card. I'm not a fan of the 74 set, but it is a Pete Rose, so really nice card. Moving on to our top 10 now. Starting in at spot 10 is a 1978 Topps Nolan Ryan base card. So another Nolan Ryan peeking in once again. This time he's on the Angels. So we have a wide variety of teams that Nolan played on for the 70s here. Very nice Nolan card. And at spot number 9, 1977 Topps Nolan Ryan once again. This is a great set and a great photograph of Nolan. I love this card a lot. This set is awesome to me. I wish I had more cards from the 77 set. But this card's got a little bit of a crease in the top left corner. But other than that, great copy. Coming in at spot number 8, as if we're going in chronological order, a 1976 Topps Nolan Ryan. So you can see in frame here we have the 77, the 76, and the 78 Nolan Ryan cards. Now we're at spot number 7, another 1976 Topps card, this time of Hank Aaron. This card is really cool. One of my favorite cards in this video. An old school Hank Aaron card on the Brewers in this photo. Really cool, really unique photo of him late in his career. Of course, on the back you can see a majority of his statistics. So pretty cool collectible card in my opinion. I love this card of Hank Aaron. Coming in at spot number 6, Hank Aaron once again, this time a 1970 Topps. So the earliest we can go to feature a card in this video, 1970 Topps Hank Aaron base card. PSA 10 of this copy can go for almost $11,000. So I actually found this card in one of my mail day videos a long time ago. It was one of the first few videos I posted. And I was pretty excited to find this one. Super stoked to find it in someone's random binder that they sent me. Sadly, it has a really, really big crease running right down the middle, if you can see it right there. But still a pretty cool Hank Aaron copy to have. Now we're diving into our top 5 of the video. Coming in at spot number 5. For my Cleveland Indians, it'll be the Dennis Eckersley rookie card, 1976 Topps. Really cool card. I've been trying to get this card for a while since I started back collecting. Finally acquired it through a mail day, actually, through, again, someone else's old binder they were giving to me. So pretty cool to find this card just lying in there. Coming in at spot number 4, 1975 Topps Nolan Ryan base card. This is a beautiful card, and I'll keep saying it. I love the 75 Topps design. I think it's beautiful. And of course, it's of Nolan Ryan, so it just makes it even better. Sadly, this only copy that I have of this card has a bunch of pen scratches on the back, which I think is the worst thing that could happen to a card. Aside from it being trimmed, having pen marks all over are just awful. But luckily, it's on the back, so I don't have to look at it from the back. And the front doesn't look too bad. So a really nice Nolan Ryan copy here, 1975 Topps. Now we're into our top 3. Coming at spot number 3, 1972 Topps Nolan Ryan. The oldest Nolan Ryan copy I have, aside from that 1970 Topps of him in the playoffs. I don't really consider that a base card. This is the oldest base card copy I have of Nolan Ryan. 1972 Topps. This one's also in pretty rough condition. Nice, glamorous wax stain on it, but you'll see that from time to time with cards. Just a beautiful card and a beautiful, beautiful set. Highly collectible. Great Nolan Ryan card to have in the collection. Now we're into our top 2 cards. And guys, I got to be honest, I really struggled to pick my number 1 and number 2 card. I really struggled to pick which one should be first. But coming in at spot number 2 is a 1971 Topps Hank Aaron. So I struggled between having this card and the 1970 Topps taking the lead from each other. But I think the 71 Topps Hank Aaron is a little bit more collectible than the 1970 Topps Hank Aaron. I think the black border, I think the design overall from 71 Topps is much better than 1970. And it's a great photo of Hank. Really, really nice card to have in the collection. So that'll do it for our second spot. Now we're going to move on to our number one card for this collection. 1971 Topps, once again, Willie Mays. So in my opinion, Willie Mays probably up there with the greatest baseball player ever. This is a true Willie Mays base card from 1971. 1971, just a beautiful, beautiful design for the set. Sadly, this copy has a little bit of surface damage on it, but still an awesome card. One of my favorites in my collection. Such a great card to have. So that'll do it for today's top 25 through the 70s. I'll be doing every decade in my collection. So the next video I'll be posting will be my top 25 cards from the 1980s. So please subscribe and stay tuned for that video to come out. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and leave a comment of your thoughts about it. And I'll see you guys next time.